Decisions reached by the parties to the 7th session of the WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control after 1 week of heated negotiations and intrigues included to hold big tobacco companies legally liable for the harms of its products, recover healthcare costs, facilitate access to justice for victims of tobacco-related diseases, and safeguard public health policy making from industry interference at the national level.
The philosophy and the spirit that came out of India, Delhi, was that 180 countries have agreed again to renew their commitment to tobacco control, to renew their commitment to the enforcement and implementation of the FCTC, to ensure that kids are no longer exposed to tobacco, to begin to insulate their tobacco control measures from interference of the industry. To go into research, into mass education, and to go into enforcement, countries should begin to review and put in place efficient national laws. That was the spirit that came out of India in what is now known as the Delhi Declaration. And to me, the Nigerian government should look at that declaration very well and begin to implement that in Nigeria.
Throughout the negotiations, the tobacco industries tried to undermine the talks via government delegation, front groups, and lobbying. These tactics, however, did not deter the parties from making far-reaching decisions.
At the end of the day, positions were harmonized. The parties, about 179 countries, agreed that there was need to advance life-saving provisions, liability against the tobacco industry for the harms of their products. And in the case of trade and investment, that in dealing with, issues of trade and investment, Article 5.3, which talks about protections against tobacco industry interference, must be noted. So these were some of the conclusions from the COP.
A Nigerian delegate on the Tobacco Control Desk of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, had in a public statement attempted to sow doubt about the addictiveness of tobacco products despite decade-long consensus on the issue, a move criticized by non-governmental organizations.
Nigeria as a country was called out because of our position, which seemed tailored towards the industry arguments, issues of addictiveness, questioning the addictiveness of tobacco products, and pushing for engagement with the industry. At a point, even towards the end of the COP, a delegate also came up and said that there's nothing like tobacco epidemic. And some of us were so shocked but the Conference of Parties, the gathering of about 179 countries, was because of the tobacco epidemic.
Unlike other parties to the convention, the Nigerian Ministry of Health was underrepresented in this year's Nigerian delegation, heightening suspicions of broader industry interference. Other outcomes of the conference included ensuring that the FCTC Secretariat joins the UN Treaty on Business and Human Rights as an observer, as well as an advancement on the illicit trade protocol and protection against the industry's use of trade and investment partnerships to undermine public health laws.